This is something weird on Sardonic Pickle's channel. Who you gonna call? I will review Halloween game now. Ghostbusters. Hi everyone, this is Dave on Halloween. Scary, spoo. I am Dave, YouTuber, loud. Have you ever wanted to be a Ghostbuster? Well, now you can with the latest Ghostbuster video game, brought to you by... So, Ghostbusters on the PlayStation 3, it's also on the Wii and the Xbox 360, is a game about Ghostbusters. You start off as Rookie. Your name is just Rookie. You don't actually have a name, your character doesn't have a name, but he does feature in the cinema sequences as a mute. So this is a way that, so obviously, so you can feel like you're actually him and you can put yourself in the shoes of this Ghostbuster guy. Basically the game is trying to be its own movie. It does succeed in a lot of ways. It is written by the same people as the Ghostbusters movies, and it even stars the actors. So Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Winston. Although the real actors are there, Bill Murray kinda doesn't care, and you can tell with the way he talks. He's kind of bored with the whole shebang.
Names, Ray. I don't want to get too attached to this kid. You know, just in case. You remember what happened to the last guy.
The game is pretty cool because it features the locations from the movies. So you can go through a library. The librarian that shushes the Ghostbusters in the first movie, and it scared me as a child. You can even fight. There's a level where you're fighting the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And there's Slimer, and you're chasing Slimer through Hotel Sedgwick. Pretty much all the locations you expect from a Ghostbusters movie are in the game, including the HQ and that fire station place where you can actually explore a bit and see the different Easter eggs. Like there's the toaster from Ghostbusters 2 and the big painting from Ghostbusters 2 that even talks. It doesn't make sense because the painting was destroyed in Ghostbusters 2, so I don't know why it's there. As well as new ghosts like the fisherman ghosts he's just trying to fish and the Ghostbusters decide, hey, no fishing for you, no fishing allowed. We'll get in the trap. Speaking of the trap, you can use your trap just like in Ghostbusters. You're like a real Ghostbuster. What else do you want from me? You got your proton pack, which serves as the UI. So instead of showing your health and all that on the screen, you actually have to pay attention to the proton pack on the back of your character. And it shows when you are overheating, when you need to reload, which is venting the heat. And when you're about to die. And it also shows the PKE meter, which is that funny little gadget you see. And yeah, so you don't actually have to look at anything else on the screen but your character and what's happening in the game. So it's a lot more immersive and it feels like you're actually playing and interacting with a movie. There's even gargoyle families. Being a Ghostbuster requires you to use your skills and talents and gadgets and training in certain situations. Different ghosts require or have different weaknesses, and you have not just your normal proton streams, which you must not cross. You have boson darts, which expel this big dart. Egon explained it, but I don't listen. You got slime. Green slime is used to... what's the word I'm looking for? Get rid of black slime, which gets in the way sometimes of doors and progress throughout the game. So you need to use green slime to progress through the level if you see the black slime. And each weapon, and you also got a stasis beam, which I never used. Each weapon has its own secondary functions, so the proton beam has the boson dart, the stasis beam has the shotgun sort of blast, which I use a lot. It's good for when you want to take care of multiple enemies. The slime stream has the tether option where you use that in certain puzzles where you can attach one end to a platform and the other end to the ground, and it pulls the platform down, so it's like a stretchy ropey thing, which is pretty cool. So it gives a lot of variety to combat as well as puzzle solving and the game in general, and it stops it from becoming too repetitive and kind of stale, because you're not just using the regular proton stream. But I use the proton stream the most just because it looks cool. How you capture ghosts is you use your proton stream or whatever stream to weaken the ghost, and when you see it it's like capturing Pokemon. When you see it weak enough, its health meter down enough, you can throw out your trap and then you slam it. You got the slam move where you can slam it against walls and roof to daze it, and then you can move it along to the trap. If another Ghostbuster is targeting the same ghost, then it's a lot faster to capture into the trap. As you progress, you gain experience points, which you can use to spend on upgrades such as faster trapping, more time to use your stream before it overheats. Each location has its own ghost, so you'll in the hotel you'll face some bellhop ghosts who are throwing suitcases at you, for example, and that sort of thing. Yeah. There's not much else to say about the game, really. It's Ghostbusters. It's got the music. That's one complaint I have, besides Bill Murray's voice acting, is the soundtrack. Like, yes, it has the main Ghostbusters theme with the long loading screens. That's another one. There's the long loading times. The music when you're busting ghosts is repetitive. It's the same music each time. It doesn't really vary. But everything else is Ghostbuster goodness. I'm kind of curious to see how the Wii version plays out, because I did play it on the PS3, but with the Wii motion controls, I'm kind of curious to see how well they are. You know, and it's cheap, and it's great if you haven't tried it because you're on the fence about it, but it's cheap, it's good. It's a really good game. There's even gargoyle enemies. Yeah. Woo! Halloween! I'm 32 years old. Whew. Have a good Halloween. There's even gargoyle enemies.